Man, how you doing? It's Tom P with a new hit. Pinoid news, son. Tom P's and got a few beers in him and had a motherfucking idea. Right? See, motherfuckers ain't watching my channel. And it's kind of aggravating the shit out of me. I'm getting like 11, 12 views. The video used to be like 30, 40, 50. So I decided to start writing some stuff down and thinking about ways I can do things different. So what I'm gonna do with this video is I'm gonna report all the layoffs I've seen in the past motherfucking 2 weeks, right? We're gonna start with Rexnord finishes closure of Indiana plant. It was moved to Monterrey, Mexico, and workers were forced to train replacement. 350 workers were affected. That's Indianapolis, Indiana. It's fucking terrible. Manor Township in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm a PA boy. It's actually Marietta is the plant, where the fuck it's really at, but they call it Manor Township because that's the exit off of 283 you take to get there. Armstrong Flooring. All right. In 2000, it filed for bankruptcy after asbestos lawsuits. In 2006, it came out of bankruptcy, but they're planning to close the Lancaster plant. I have no idea how many people actually work here. I'm assuming around 400 or 500 from the size of the plant because it's a big place. And they're all going to be working. It's a town of about 1,600 people. But a lot of them travel from around the area. So, it's going to affect us, but it's going to be rough. You know what I mean? Quad Graphics, Minnesota plant, 335 workers in Wasaga, Minnesota, are planning on being laid off here in the next few months. Holden, Australia, just closed down the last auto manufacturing plant in Australia. Last Holden done motherfucking left the goddamn line. That's it. Arriva and American Medical Supplies. These are their own individual businesses to lay off 182 people. They are diabetes manufacturers and distributors for Medicare customers, and that's in Florida. Payless Shoes is planning on downsizing 40% of its workforce, which I think is like 3,000 people, something along those type of lines. ESPN, 100 more staffers, including frontline personnel, are going to be let go of and laid off. Good news. It's good news. It's good news. GQ, after what the fuck, Colin Kaepernick being the fucking man of the goddamn year. I'll be honest with you, I don't feel bad about the 7 editorial fucking staffers and fucking local personnel that are fucking being gotten rid of. Kamas Paper Mill in Portland, Oregon, 300 people in the Georgia Pacific plant are going to be laid off. Capital One, 452 layoffs in Rolling Meadows in Virginia, call center. Carrier, 340 Indianapolis out of the 1,070 jobs, out of about 2,000 people have already been let go, and our 215 are going to be gone by January 11th, 2018. 1,070 jobs were saved by our God Emperor Donald Trump. Thank you, sir. And I mean, like, yo, it's not all of them, but God damn it, some of them are still there. Amgen, 200 employees in San Francisco, California. 5,000 remaining in the area. St. Louis. Comcall layoffs. Workers. Oh, community college. St. Louis Community College layoffs. Yeah, fuck them. The workers out there protesting in front of the fucking faculty lounge or whatever. Jeff Boat, which makes barges for overseas transport. 278 workers in their Jeffersonville, Indiana plant. Half of workforce is going to be going slowdown in demand, and the GE is going to be laying off in Boston. I figured I'd list some shit that's affecting actual fucking Americans, and I may actually do some interviews with some of the individuals who left these plants. Just let them have their fucking say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dedicate your motherfucking time to something and watch it get destroyed kind of fucks up your brain a little bit. So I think it's something that we need to do for everybody. You know what I mean? Let them have that voice. I think it's important for the forgotten man to have a chance to say his piece. But stay tuned. You know what I mean? Fucking so in a couple of days to see what I can do about, rounding up. one or two of these motherfuckers and get them on a call or something like that and have an opportunity to have a conversation with them. And I'll put the interview up for you. All right? This has been Tom Pino with Pinoid News, man. Show love, like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on minds.com. I'm also on Facebook. And I mean, I don't do Twitter or any of that bullshit because I don't fucking understand it. Yo, man, peace be like one. Later.